Oh, we need low of the day puts. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, don't break low of the day without me. Don't break low of the day without me. 41.55 puts here, 340. I don't want these to start bouncing. Give me a better fill than this. Let me in. Let me in 1 or 2. All right, I'm in 2 puts on the SPX right now. They're at 300. My stop will be probably this 40 mark. So I would probably lose about 120 on the trade if it doesn't go my way. I'm not going to let it go too much further. I don't want it to bounce, but I am looking for that low of the day break. The 15-minute looks really, really bearish. If somehow it bounces, that's nuts. Probably could see these above 500, to be honest, if it breaks below low of the day. So I'm already in puts. Video is private. Video is not private. Hold on. Save. Should be better. Try it now. I don't think the video should be private, but I'm in puts right now, SPX. I'm in at 300. I'm up $60 a contract here. I think we can push towards this low of the day mark, and these would pay out pretty nicely. So looking for this low of the day test around this 415. It looks like 21. So I might scale out of one here at 390 since we just basically tapped it. I'm going to let one run for free. I just tried at least. I'm lagging. Couldn't get out. I made $20 on that play. $20 a contract. I'm only in one right now. My stop is probably going to be that $20 because I'm lagging on this live. So I just set my stop at 280. So this is a risk-free trade for me right now. I had 2. Now I only have 1. Looking for the low of the day break here. I was lagging for a second, but I think that we should flush. So risk-free trade with a flush potential here at low of the day. It looks like 415 could be that real push down. If not, then it'll be either a wash or we'll make some good money off of this. I'm going to push it to break even basically. So I'll either make about $10, $15, or I'll make about $300. So I'd rather it flush right now, but we will see. It looks like I have completely tapped out with a lag. I might have to go reboot I just got back to Florida, so I think that we might need where you go yesterday. TiVo, I was going all over the place. I was in New York. My setup wasn't right there. Nothing was working. My audio was all fucked up. So, and I don't trade on Mondays. So I gave you guys some setups. Wasn't seeing anything. This is a risk-free trade. I'm probably going to get stopped out right here. I tried to take the $100 a contract, but ended up lagging like crazy. So I'm not going to trade the SPX too much here. It looks like we're starting to get a reversal too. So I will call some stuff out. Doesn't really look like my connection is cooperating right now, but we'll try it here in a second. It looks like we might drop down to this low of the day mark though. Low of the day is this 415.21. Just bounced on it. So let me get this more up to date. We're kind of in this descending wedge too. So let me get rid of 2 of these levels. Boom. All right, so it looks like this, and then I don't really have a level below 415 just yet. It just looks like if it fades down below, it'll probably start dropping pretty heavily. So I want to get involved in these, but I was in at a really good fill at 300. It just stopped me out right around 295. So I'm basically flat. I've only taken a couple trades, 2 trades. I'm up 235 on the day so far. I'm trying to turn this into a nice little day, but we're about to break that low of the day mark, so I probably should have held those, but didn't really want to risk the reversal. It looks like we're about to break down now. 15-minute. Let's look at the 1 hour real quick. See where we're going. I would be in puts right now. I was just lagging on here, so I didn't go too heavy. But I am looking at this level from a couple days ago on the 1 hour chart. It looks like the next support line for me is this 414.32. So we could drop another dollar potentially, which would be pretty nice. Below this low of the day mark. It seems like we're slowing down right at it. But here's my target, right? So about 414.23. It would be about this 415, which would be tough to crack. If we get below that, we are headed right down to that 414 level. I don't think that I'm going to play the 4150 puts. Seems to be too far out of the money, but let's check it out. 240 a piece. This is why SPX is so damn hard. There it goes. It just broke, that dirty little bastard. I probably should have just held on to those two to see if we could get the all-day flush. It would have been a nice little, would have been a nice $400 trade right there just on two contracts. I tried to get out at 5 or 4, but I missed it. Now they're at 530. This could flush, right? As you guys can see to the right of the screen, it could get on a 414. That would have been a really nice trade. I am up 235 on the day. This is my smaller account. I only try to get to about 500 a day on this. Would have been perfect right there to capitalize on it for this breakdown of low of the day. That was the trade. The debt crisis. What are my thoughts? I don't really have too many thoughts on the debt crisis right now, honestly. I think that it's all bogus, and we're just going to print inflation, or we're just going to add to inflation if they raise the debt ceiling. So I don't see a big opportunity with that, to be honest. Oh shit, this would have been a huge short. I don't think that they're ever gonna. I think they're gonna come to a deal, and then they're just gonna say, "Oh, everything is good," and then the market's gonna drop regardless, just because they're just gonna fake it out. But I don't really pay attention to the news, and I honestly don't get too wrapped up into it because it's all bullshit anyway. But it'll definitely move the markets, which is all I care about. So I just care about the volatility in this setup. So I just look for some nice support lines, some nice resistance lines, based off of some of these bogus ass news events that they say are gonna change the world. I also might need to buy calls on Delta. How is Delta gone? 36 bucks. Yeah. This spike right here is because I was on a plane earlier. And I bought it. It landed safely, so I bought a bunch of shares. Got a ton of plane anxiety, so I had to buy a bunch of shares in Delta just to protect myself. Let me see. This is still cushioned down a little bit. I kind of low-key want to take some calls down here. I got to pay attention to the volume. I'm only going to trade like one to two contracts unless I don't lag. If I get into the next entry and it's not lagging, that's a good idea. I would like to start trading like 10 of these, but I still have not fixed my my connection problem. I am looking at these calls though. I know I'm going against the trend, and it does look very weak. Probably not the best idea to do that, but the 1 hour looks pretty weak. 30-minute looks shitty. Yeah, playing calls is stupid, honestly. I wouldn't look for a dip buy unless it gets down to this 414.32. But regardless, if you see another candle like this, usually you're going to get 2 or 3 bear flags. So you get the massive drop off, one more drop off, and then the fade. So it looks like it's going to start to fall down quite a bit. But at this 414.38, I might look for a dip buy, but it is fading crazy. I should have taken puts. I was in them. You guys saw that. Jack, it's I mean, it's basically. I mean, the news is always going to move the markets. Wow, fuck. I was in these at 200 a piece each. That'd have been $1,000 trade. Dicks. I am looking at this 4150 price level on the SPX if I'm going to trade this end of day. It just seems to be very, very, very laggy while I stream. I was doing just fine earlier. But I am looking at this drawdown. It looks like this is the next support level based off that hourly chart. I like to chart midday on the hourly, so this thing is headed down. The reason I think that that's the support line is from a couple days ago at this level. We had a bottom here and a bottom here, and now potentially a dip buy opportunity right there. I'm probably not 780 a piece. Wow, $1,200 trade I left on the table for a flat trade. That is so sad. Wow, that's sad. All right, let's see what the 41.55 calls are. I can't look at the puts anymore. Those make me look sad. 4130. I'm gonna wait till it hits this line most likely while it fades. That's gonna be my next. I'm gonna look for calls at this level, about 40 cents below 41.55 calls for an end of day. Maybe run. We'll see what happens. We're down $4 on the day. I actually kind of like this. This is really good movement in my opinion, even though it's red. I love this shit. Oh, we just dropped. We just dropped heavy. Oh, we're going below. We're dying. I don't even want to look at those 41.55 puts. I can't even think about what those are doing right now. All it's gonna do is hurt my soul. I'm gonna go in one call here, one dip buy, and it's gonna stop me out at $50. Just because I think I can make a quick little $200 here if we get the buyers here. This is at that level from the hourly chart. It did just go below it, and I'm looking for a little bit of a dip buy here. I'm already up. Looks like 40 bucks a contract, but it's getting weak. So my stop loss is in place. I might be lagging a little bit behind you guys. If this keeps on dragging down, then it'll stop me at about $40. But I am just looking for like a tiny, tiny dip buy. Looks like I can get out about $15 a contract. I'm not going to do more than just one. Oh yeah, it's going to stop me out. I got my stop at 40 bucks, so it won't be anything crazy. Contracts are kind of holding though. You know, they're at 414.10, right at this 414 level. We might get that dip bounce. Looks like it. I don't think it's going to break below 414 right away. It is very, very weak. Don't tell me what the 41.55 puts are doing. I'll be pissed. But I think that I might have caught this bottom a little bit. Unless it breaks below 414, then I'll be destroyed. But it's only $40. Probably stopped me out 50 bucks. Yeah, it just got me. Somehow. Oh, it got me at 215? Whoa. Wow, guys. It just dropped me even more. I got to look at the puts now. I got to look at them. Oh. Wow. Wow. At the beginning of the stream when I was lagging, I'm not really lagging that much anymore. Holy shit. Wow, that is crazy. I hope you guys see this right now. These things just went from $200 a piece to $1,500 a piece. I would have made $3,000 off 400 bucks just off of 2 contracts. That is crazy. Wow. Wow, that hurts. That hurts. It blew right through this 414 support line too. That's nuts. Unreal. Unreal. And it's still going. It's still going. I'm going to stay away from the trades for a second until I see a setup because this is just an all-day fade and I don't want to get caught in the dip buy, so I'm not going to chase. But I will look for a hammer candle now. I always like to look for the hammers. This is a hammer candle right here to signify a reversal for the upside, but it has to close. So we got about 4 minutes left, so this could do just about anything. So I'm just not gonna chase it for now. This might act as a resistance point now at this 414.36 from that hourly chart support line that we just broke through. Could be a really nice opportunity for a reversal down here if it breaks above this level. But like I said, still have about 3 minutes until this 5-minute candle closes, and then we'll see if it's a hammer candle or just a little consolidation for the next leg down. Now, if we go to the hourly chart, let's see if we can find another support line here, as that red line just got broken. Looks like we got some room down, actually. Looks like the next little support line is around this 413.37-ish area from this candlestick and this pre-market candlestick. Seems to be around that 413.30-ish. So about 70 cents more down on the SPY if it doesn't reverse here. It's getting pretty close to that level though, so I would be pretty hesitant to play puts, especially after it broke down 1, 2, 3 times. I wouldn't consider this to go down all the way unless there's some news that I missed out on. Let me take a look. I don't think that there is. Dow drops 250 points as traders fret over U.S. debt ceiling negotiations. Terrible, terrible news. Yeah. You need it on the mic. You're needed on the mic. Can you not hear me? You should be able to hear me. What is causing this drop news? Nah, I'm not seeing any news. I just think it was a support level crack. I think you can hear me, right? Okay. This is a nice little buy candle right here. This could be the reversal significance at this 14. It's 1428 here, so we got about 230 coming up pretty soon. It could be I mean, that's a buy candle, right? This is a buy up candle. I think that this is the call side now. So I missed that reversal initially. I had the 41.55 calls. I think it stopped me out at like 215 because it's a little rat bastard, but it did. And here it goes. Here's the climb. I'm gonna go with this momentum, guys. I know it's pretty risky. It's a 380. I'm going to wait for a little bit of a pushback here in the next minute if I can get one. But look at all this volume. All this volume right here at the bottom of this, that shows me that that's the reversal. I'm not going to catch the premium spike. I'm going to wait for a little bit of a pullback, see if I can catch some maybe at like 340. Try and get in a couple here. Be careful the next candle, though, because if it does engulf it entirely, then it's over. I would probably stop out around 414 again, so about 50 cents down. It did just fill me at 340. I'm only in one, though. I'm going to let this chill for a second. I don't like the fact that that just got hit. It's not the best sign for me. 4150 level right here on the SPX. I'm looking for that reversal, but it all depends on this candle. If it comes down below this 414, then it is going to head lower. I might get back all that $200 worth of gains, but worth it in my opinion. Worth the risk to reward. Tons and tons of volume coming in here at this bottom. This shows me that there is some buyers here. And unless this engulfs, I think that the buyers are going to take this back over. So let's see what we got going on here. This is not a reversal yet on the 15. And on the 30-minute, let's take a peek. Not just yet. But I am kind of liking this volume spike here at that bottom. So I am in a little bit high. I'm in at 340. I had a limit order down. I only have one, so nothing too crazy just yet. But if we can engulf this above this 414.50, I could see us start to run a little bit back. And I am in the 41.55 calls currently. Maybe a little bit patient on them too. You're used to DEX volume. What the hell? Is that better? Should I just scream in the mic? Wait, time out. Hello? 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 I don't know. It's not working. But I don't think it shouldn't be that low, but we'll see. Regardless, I'm in the calls, 41.55 calls. I'm going to be patient. The reason for it is because we were in an all-day drop-off, and then you see this massive fucking spike in volume. I mean, look at this blue candle compared to everything over here. This is literally quadruple the volume with buyers on that side. That shows me that there's a reversal. So this is where I'm at. I'm at 340 here. I'm only at $40 a contract. I'm just treading lightly right now. $60. I'm going to see if I can make like $200, $300 off this reversal. Because if this goes in the money, now I'm only $4 away. I might just let this bitch go. I might just let this go all the way back up just because of this volume candle. And it doesn't really look like it's going to fade off again. I think I might have caught the bottom there. So, well, I guess not the exact bottom because it did stop me out. But I am up $90 a contract here. I might just take some money off the table because now I'm back up $275. And I'm already up $100 a contract here, a little bit over 120. I might just take it. I'm going to take it if it lets me out. Let me out, please. Been having trouble getting out of trades lately. There we go, 450. And now that this TTM squeeze is starting to go light, I'm gonna wait for a little bit of a pullback here because I feel like this is the reversal. I wanted to take my $100 there. But if you see a massive spike in volume, don't buy the calls right away. I'm telling you guys right now, the massive spike in volume and a cooling, we've talked about this many, many times before, at the bottom of a massive downtrend and there's a green candle and it's close to a hammer slash engulfing, if there's this much volume, wait for a little bit of a pullback and then take the upside. I can almost guarantee you this is probably going above 415 and going to start to reverse here. But I wanted to take my profits because it is the SPX and I'm up 275. So I made back most of those gains. I was up 220 or something like that when I first started this stream. Missed out on those puts, guys. I just got to look. I just have to look top to bottom. I know I wouldn't have held the whole way, so I'm not going to say that that's how much I would have made, but I got to see them. Those 4155 puts that stopped me out, they got up to 1,500. That is crazy. $400 into $3,000 in 20 minutes. That's disgusting that you can do something like that. It's crazy that there's something out there in the world that you can do that in 20 minutes. That is ridiculous. People work an entire month for that, and this can happen in 10 minutes with $400. But I am going to stay away from these puts. I think that the put side is completely done on the day. This 413 was a support level that I was eyeing. Didn't really like it. The other support line that I was watching was that 414.30-ish level, wherever that went. I think it was like right here. And then we went right through it, and now we're bouncing. So I'm staying away from the put side. If you still think that there's still some downside, that is entirely okay. I can see why you say that. But this is the trend line here, and unless we get to like this 4160 in the next 10, 15 minutes, I don't see why we would start to reverse because it looks like it's starting to nail in that bottom with this volume. So I'm sitting pretty right now. I don't know if anybody caught that little reversal with me or if anybody took the drop when I got stopped out like an idiot. I'm no longer lagging, so I might have just needed this to reboot itself for a second, and now I'm just sitting here. That's all I got right now. NVIDIA, holy shit, you're getting torched. NVIDIA has earnings, and I think that NVIDIA is going to be a big bubble pop. Now, you might disagree with me, and that's okay, but what the hell is this? You're kidding me. Just a straight shot arrow, and we're almost at all-time highs. You're going to tell me that this is going to sell off from $346 to $105, and then we're going to go right back to $346 because of AI? To me, this is the same thing that happened as NFTs. The same thing that happened with crypto. There was this massive, massive, massive run-up with no sell-off, and then we saw this massive spike down. Do I think crypto's coming back? Yes. I think that crypto's already starting its way back. Do I think the NFTs are coming back? Yes, but in a while with more caution this time. I still think that AI is a bubble. I think that AI is a massive, massive bubble, and I think that NVIDIA is a good standpoint of that. I think that Meta is a good standpoint for that. I mean, what the fuck? These things are just running off of the AI situation. And AI, as we saw yesterday, is not good for generating things like, you know, the Pentagon being bombed. That was nuts, right? And the market dropped and swayed around, I think, like $50 billion in market capitalization. So Google, same situation, running off of AI, right? So these things have been sold off pretty quickly, but this reversal is a little nuts, So if NVIDIA has any hint that they are not doing as good as the stock price is reflecting, then they are going to get torched. I mean, this thing got obliterated because of earnings and some massive rundowns. And now I wouldn't even be surprised to see this thing jump down to 250 again. Like, would not be surprised to see it lose 20% of its value, which would be nuts. Also, the market is coming back down here. I'm going to get away from these 4155s just because they're so expensive and they move a lot. 4150s are as well. Looks like 4145s are the real play here. I'm probably not going to play the put side. If anything, I would play some calls on that reversal. So let's go back to the SPY, see if we can get another trade in here and go up that $500 that we want. Ooh, this looks weak. If it breaks below 414, I might get in for another drop down below the low of the day. So we'll see. Go with the momentum, but it needs to go below this 414 and stay. Personally, I think calls. I know it doesn't look like it, but from watching this price action, I personally think calls. I'm not going to take anything. Uh, I would take a dip buy at 414, but if there's a lot of volume that spikes it below 414, then I would go puts for the low of the day break towards that 413.50. It would be a really quick trade. I just think that the entry and risk to reward ratio here is not worth it on either side for me. Where you, the SOB, told me square the other day? Yeah. What happened? Probably went up, didn't it? Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. There she is, baby. I think it was sitting around like 60. It did spike up to 62.50. It just broke this downtrend, though. That's the thing, is like, it went a little bit, but it's not going up as much as I am thinking it's going to go up. Like, I think that we could see 65. We broke this downtrend. It is starting to reverse a little bit, so we have to see how this closes. And this isn't a day trade. This is more of like a buy till end of June type thing. This is more of a longer term expiration, but I was in under 57. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You do this long enough, you'll understand. I didn't take it because I'm a little bitch, but I like this. And I think I might take NVIDIA puts for earnings on Wednesday. I'm not going to lie. Let's look at something real quick. I'm going to take you guys into the deep, deep world of the digital media marketing world. Where we at? Where we at? Here we are, baby. I'm also looking at Snowflake. Reason I'm looking at Snowflake is you got to do your research outside of charts. Here's Snowflake's web domain. Look at how much it's down. Snowflake computing 22%. Google, all its searches are down 20, 26, 50%. Snowflake.net, which is trash, is up 77%, but that's only 2% of its volume. Organic search on Google is down 26%, and their direct is down 18%. What is their paid spend here? LinkedIn is down 23%. It just looks like for something that is out of here, you have to pay for this too, guys. So I'm giving you some free look into some dashboards for my marketing company. But the bounce rate's at 52%. It's not good. Unique visitors are down 20% just in the month of April. So business is not looking good. Year over year here, the quarter is starting to fade off a little bit as well. So, man, I don't know here. Current year, market traffic, NA, audience overview, top pages, subdomains. Sorry, you guys probably don't understand what this looks like, but I'm basically just trying to show you that there is a ton of visitors that have left their platform, and it being a tech platform and a data storage company. And then I look at its price. Snowflake. I'd have to look more into its financials, but it's at 180. Like, this could drop to 160 after their earnings play. If you play earnings, you got to go light, depending if you swing them at all. I always go next week for earnings, and I always look at the IV percentage because I'm going to get shredded regardless. So 80%. And I'm looking at the 160s, 300 to... They're probably going to drop, but I probably wouldn't take this unless I took the 150s and really tried a massive gamble and took 150 to about 600 a piece. But the risk to reward ratio is not there for Snowflake, but I am watching that because I think that they're going to die pretty soon. Which would be pretty nuts. I mean, it's only going because the cloud and AI and storage, and I forget, Datadog. Datadog just had really great earnings, so this is going with it, but I think Snowflake is far, far inferior to Datadog, so I've been doing a little bit of research. Did you go to the Bitcoin conference in Miami? I did not. Baba and Coin are down 3% today. Good. I sold this and made about $1,800 or $1,400 off this. I love this. I sold it around 60-ish, 61-ish, so I would love to get this back down around like 52, 53. I'd probably buy around 50 again, a couple hundred shares, see if we can catch the run up again. This thing goes in waves and cycles, so next time that Bitcoin just goes vertical, which is going to happen again, um, Coinbase I think is going to go above like $150 to $200 a share. So I might scoop it for the long term here pretty soon. I might sell puts on it around like 55 or 52 here in a little bit. If you sell puts, you just collect the money, and then if it goes below my strike that I sold at, then all I do is just buy 100 shares at that level that I sold puts at. So if I sold 55 puts on Coin, let's see how much they are. Let's go a month out, baby. 55 puts, $300. I could just put $300 in my account and hold on to it for 3 weeks. Keep $300 no matter what. And if it goes to like, let's say 53, then I just have to buy the shares at 55, but I keep that $315. So I could just pay myself $300 and invest in Coinbase long term and then sell it at, let's just say, I don't know, 65, make another $1,000 on top of that 300. So if you're not selling options to collect your premiums, collect your money, then you're doing it all wrong, especially in your long-term portfolios. Learn how to sell options, especially if you're just buying shares and buying shares and buying shares. Stop just buying them. Pay yourself first and then let the shares exercise for you. So pay yourself first. Don't just keep buying and buying and buying. Utilize the tools where you can make premiums for yourself. You can also sell covered calls and collect it on shares that you're already in. You don't even have to own the shares to sell puts, but you just have to have the cash in order to buy 100 shares. So use this game to make money. It's really a beautiful tool when you know how to use it. Hey, we're dying out here. God damn. I thought for sure we were out of this range and we're going right back into it. Dang. I won out so bad. 414 to like 409. Oh my God. I'm going to jump off my balcony. Guys, I am so pumped to be back right now. I had a pretty good trading day this morning. The live stream account's up 275, still below my goal in the live stream account, but we're going to get there. We got time. Looks like this is the reversal print here. I don't think I'm going to go in puts. I think I'm going to go in calls. Here, guys. And if I'm wrong, that sucks. But I'm going in 41.55 calls, and I'm going to hold on to them here. 275. Oh, I just got it at 300. Not good. But here's the low. Here's a hammer candle. We basically went to low of the day. So looks like the reversal's coming here. I don't think that we're going to do anything other than head up towards that unless we get a massive red candle right here. But to me, this is a good hold to hold on for just a little bit. I did just get in at 300, which is not good. Way too early. 41.55. I am up 275 today, so I guess I could just let this run to either zero. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think if it gets below this 41.10, I'll stop myself out. Or I may add. Because 41.55 is not too far away. Kind of mad that I did get in at 300 though. I shouldn't have put a limit order in. I still think that this is the bottom right here at this level, but not to wait and see. Terrible volume. Terrible volume. I don't like that I rejected like that pretty fast, especially after this hammer candle. It usually shows me that there's more blood to come, so not loving that. I think below 414, I probably will have to stop myself out. This fucking seesaw back and forth. That was completely my bad. I probably should not have bought that high. I bought the green candle. So that's the other piece. It's like when you're trading the SPX, I don't know if you guys are trading SPY, SPX, whatever. I am looking at the bear flag on the chart, but I've seen this a million times that this hammer candle and it didn't break down yet. I just don't think that it's gonna break down. Just the market has just shifted dynamics, and I usually used to play that, but it's just shifted. And I've back tested a bunch of my trades and journaled a bunch of them, and obviously live streaming and recording and all this other stuff. I always look at stuff, and they're not performing the way they used to. So I am seeing the bear flag. I see what you're seeing, but I'm playing this hammer candle bounce with a small stop loss. So if it does break below this, I will be wrong, but I'm keeping the stop loss very, very small, all things considered, and I'm only playing one contract. So it's really not a big deal for me if it does go against me here. I see exactly what you're seeing, and honestly, if I was trading my old ways, I probably would be playing the put side here. But I don't know. I've been seeing way too many upsides, and that might be because I've been looking at the market go right up the whole time. Way too short of a bear flag though. The technical analysis doesn't execute like it's supposed to. Yeah, it's just weird. And watch this trade. I don't think that I'm gonna make a lot off of this. I might not even make anything, but notice how it's not completely breaking down yet. So, and the reason for it, and I've been saying this for a long time, and it could still come down. I could be wrong on this trade. I am in at 300. I am down $30. I was on just one. I may add to it here just because it's not breaking down. But this volume spike is massive on a downtrend like this. And if it hasn't yet broken down, the bear flag would have started right here. But the fact that I had a massive hammer candle right here shows me that there's buyers just sitting there and waiting. I don't like the fact that it did run up and then get spiked down, but notice how it made another lower high. So I see the bear flag that you're seeing, and honestly, I probably would lose money if I try to play puts here. So that's why I'm in calls, and I might lose money on this side too. But I like the risk to reward ratio on the bounce reversal rather than going with the bear flag based off of the way this is set up. So it looks ugly to me, both sides, considering why I'm only in a one. But I see what you're saying, bear flag for sure. But notice how my stop loss is like right here, and it's probably only going to lose me $100 on one. But on the reversal side here, I could probably end up making about $200 a contract. And I think I might add if I start to see a spike above this 414.50 again. So don't have to follow me. I actually don't recommend doing that on this trade. It does look good to me to start forming that bottom, but it very well could bear flag as well. To be honest, it's probably just going to chop me. So I might have to get out of it regardless. But what are your guys' favorite setups? I'm just looking for something. I don't care if it's one of you that answers, 50 of you that answered. Tell me your favorite setup that you look for in a chart. Is it a reversal? Is it a bull flag? Is it a pennant? Is it a falling wedge? Is it flat tops, flat bottoms? What is your strategy? There's no one strategy that's better than the other, to be honest, unless it's mine, because it's just really good. Bull flags and continuations. I like continuations too, but I only like continuations at the beginning of the day. So I make a lot of money off continuations, like I did with Tesla this morning from the airplane, off the continuation. So I love. Fuck this trade. I don't even want to watch it. I'm flat right now. But Tesla this morning, this is my continuation that I love to see. This massive run up, I always take the run up, pullback, and then I look for it. So this one's kind of an anomaly because it doesn't always do this, but these big ass engulfing candles, I like to take like the next like doji for the run up. And we're starting to cook a little bit over here on the call side. So let's go back to SPY. Continuations are great. I like clean price action. The action we get this year has been a learning curve for me. TIFO, I've been trading for a very, very long time, man. And this has, my first year I traded was my worst year. This is my probably third worst year. So it's just because there's not a ton of opportunities, and I've had to adapt of getting in and getting out. Worst year as in like I'm not making as much, not like I'm losing anything, but you just have to be very cautious. 2020, you could throw shit at the wall, spin around a little bit, call my mom, and I'd be up like $6,000 per trade. Now it's a lot different. I started trading around, I guess technically like 18 years old, so we're getting there. But full time on my own, about 4 years now. Damn, time is flying. And we're chopping, guys. I might just get out of this trade flat. This is poop. This is poop action. This year is shaking out pros versus the fuck boys. Yeah. Will you be jumping in with Kush streaming? Yeah, for sure. I actually really like the way Kush streams or trades. He trades very, very similar to me, especially in the morning. Lots of size, very quick takes. And that's really kind of how most of the influencers that you see on Instagram are trading as well. They're making like 60 racks, 50 racks, 40 racks. They don't tell you that they're probably risking about $1 million in the trade or like 400,000 or 50K into one single trade. But it ends up most traders, and I'll tell you this from experience and from people working on the New York Stock Exchange with me. Um, am I allowed to say that to companies when I'm applying for jobs in college, or shouldn't I say it? If it's a custodial account, Jack, then you're fine. It doesn't even matter. How many years did it take you to become profitable? Uh, that's kind of a hard question because I was trading like a lot of like shitty penny stocks for a while, and I mean I wasn't making any money when I was 18, like in college and stuff. So I mean I might have been like around like a couple $100, lose a couple $100. But when I first started, I think you guys know the story, and if not, I talk about it a lot on my podcast, my very first episode. But I ended up shorting the market in COVID with $1,500. Ended up making like 30K. Jack, I probably wouldn't say it. Just say you were 18 when you started, honestly, or just say you just started, or you've been watching the market for 15 years. Say you've been paper trading. That's all you really have to say, man. And honestly, colleges don't really give a shit. But yeah, I turned like $1,500 into like 30 some thousand off my very first trade. So I kind of got lucky in terms of like how fast I was profitable when I first started. That's what made me go full time when I first started trading options. Uh, Not Jim Cramer. It was Bill Ackman gave me the idea of everything when he went on Jim Cramer, because I used to work next to Jim Cramer like every single day, but not like with him, but he was like right across the way on the New York Stock Exchange doing all his shit. Also, guys, this looks really, really good to me. I'm in these calls right now. I'm only up $50 because I'm only in one. Also, am I up? Oh yeah, I'm up. I'm up like 340 on the day, 325 on the day. But for some reason I feel like I should just hold this. This is a reversal to me. And like I said, these bear flags, I was trading those 100 times. Like I would trade them so many times. Could you say joint tenants with the rights of survivorship? There's 2 more account owners with each having an undivided interest in the entire property. Holy shit, man! You're taking me back to Series 7 days. 2 or more. Okay. I thought you were asking me. You could say that as well. But I think don't you have to be 18 though? Has 2 or more account owners with each person having undivided interest in the entire. The thing is, Jack, is if you're applying to colleges, it doesn't not matter. You could say I've been trading in a custodial account. It's not like they're gonna ask you for your account number and say like all that type of shit. And you can also say paper trading. I don't think you need to stress at all. You could say that in like an interview if you're trying to join like an investment fund class or something like that, but no one's gonna call the police except for me. You're fucked, dude. Were those series exams hard, by the way? Planning on taking those? They're ass. They are so ass. They're dry. Actually, if you know options now, you should be good. Your audio seems very low. What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna crank this shit. Can you hear me? I don't know why it's not doing anything for me. Give me 1 second. Your audio is fine. I feel like I just need to scream like Deck does. Like put the mic in my mouth. Pause. Resume. I feel like, all right. Is this better? I don't really know how to make this louder. Deck just be screaming in the mic. I feel like I just need to like something needs to happen here. I'm maxed out here. That's way better. No, you're fine. Guys, you guys are freaking me out. I am watching this trade. I'm still sitting. Nothing's happening. You can see me sitting in a trade that's only $300. Theta's going to start getting to me, so we need to start cooking our ass up to 4155. If we can get above this line, here, I'm going to get rid of this shit. If we can get above this line, I think I might hold this all day long. What do you guys think? Do you think I should risk all my profits just for one trade and either go flat on the day or go up like 1,000? I feel like this could be one of those trades where we break this descending triangle starts to run up towards 416, and I'll be like $20 or $10 in the money, and these contracts will be worth about like $800 or $900. Should I just hold it? Should I just lotto it? I'm probably not going to lotto it, but it would be cool in theory. I'm looking for this break right here. I need it to get above this line. If it doesn't get above this line, then I might have to cut it. If theta is starting to get to me, I am up on it right now, but only $20, $30, $40. I would add, but not enough. Not enough volume. By ass, do you mean the series exams were difficult? Yes, so ass. They were difficult. If you're good with options now, though, like if you know like the vertical spreads, the debit spreads, the calendar spreads, like all that bullshit, then you should be good. If you've been trading for a while, you should be fine. But there's a lot of regulation that's involved, and it's just garbage. You gotta think about like, I mean, I don't even remember any of the laws, but there's just like so many of them that you have to keep in mind. The one piece of advice if you're going to take those is take the SIE. Well, you have to, but once you take the SIE exam, it's a prerequisite to the Series 7. Take the Series 7 literally like 3 weeks after, because it's all the same shit, just a little bit like step up. It's more regulation, but while you're studying, just get it all done in one if you can, because that shit is garbage. I feel so bad they get to take that shit because it is terrible. I'm up 20% on this trade. It's only one. Do I go for the break? Do I take it now and take the $60, $70? Do I do it? What do we do here? Votes, please. Votes. Do I go for the break or do I just take the money? Cash cab question. Do we stop here or do we take the money? Anybody want to be brave enough to help me out? Do we just hold it since we're so close to the money, and if it starts to break out towards this descending triangle, which I need to extend to the right a little bit here, if we get to that level, I mean, above this level, we should probably just run right up to that bitch. Go for the break. I just put a close stop. I don't want to do stops on the SPX because you guys know how that goes. As soon as it hits one red, it could fucking take you out and then just run right back up. So I kind of like to keep it mental stop losses. All right, we're going for the break, guys. And this is going to be all your fault if I end up losing the money. And now that I'm looking at this, this is the bear flag that I don't like. But we're going for the break now. We're going for the break. Tight stop loss. Like I said, I don't really want to be in a stop loss because as soon as it goes down here, it's going to go to like 260, 250. It's going to be a battle. Maybe I'll make it extra fun and just buy like 10 of these real quick. That's when I would keep a small stop loss. It doesn't want to break out, huh? I don't really like this formation on the 30-minute either. What do we got going on the 15-minute? We're red. We're red 15. It's starting to pull back, guys. For those that said that I was, don't do this to me. Am I going to lose the money because you guys told me not to? This is going to be all your fault. Just kidding. I think I might add to this. I think I might take one more call down here, average it out, see if we can make like a little $200. Oh, you dicks. Down 100, down 90, 87, 85. That doesn't look good. I'm still in though. Have it out. All right, so technically, it did just hit that trend right here. Upper shadow, upper shadow, upper shadow. If it breaks below that, Probably going to stop it out. I'm only down $60 right now, so I can't be that mad. I might put the stop at 100. Probably should have taken the 200 or the 300, but now I'm only up going to be 170. So that's pretty rough. But I did want the break, so. But I don't like this 15-minute bear flag. Now, this one looks more of like a downside potential than this one did, the first one. So now it might do its thing. I'm going to hold on, though. Just for a little bit longer. Add some. This is financial advice. You were just asking me if you could tell me that you would get into college, if you could tell people you were trading under the age. I don't know if I could take advice from you, man. You're scaring me. Have it out. All right. I'm going to put the stop at 175 here. If it stops me out, 125 bucks. That sucks, but I'd rather be up some than none. This is starting to look a little bit more bearish to me. Since I drew this line, I'm a little bit more frightened of this now. I see the bear flag more here than I did right here with this level. Tried to break out. Seems to be this is a really strong resistance point. And the 15-minute looks weak now too. So not looking good. Not looking good. I probably should have taken the profit when I had it. When it was at like 380. Oh yeah. Theta's coming to us now, baby. I would add, but that's a pretty nice spike in volume for the breakdown there, that rejection level, without any sort of bouncing. So we did have a bounce, and then they engulfed it. So I think I'm going to probably stay away for a little bit. Stop loss is at 175. Kind of want to add, but I would only add if we started to see some buy levels. Pretty shitty situation I'm in right now. 230, 240. I'm going to get rid of this just because it's scaring me. And I'm going to set this as the support line. And I'm going to change this to red. Because if we break below that blue line, I may switch to the put side real fast. Scalp that shit. Just make sure. All right, we're still here. We're still on this trend line, so. Boom! Back up. Don't want to see a lower shadow candle, though. There it is. How you doing today? What a day. I'm doing good. On my other account, I'm up pretty nicely. This one was about 300 bucks. Now we're at 192. Battling this trade. I almost took profits, but everybody here told me not to. So it's all their fault. And now I'm going to lose money. No, I'm just kidding. But I would buy this, but when you see a red candle like this, there was just rejection, and then you get an upper wick like this. If it closes like that, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign whatsoever. But it is toothpick hour. Toothpick. We are his financial advisors. I don't really know how to use toothpicks. I feel like I just like eat them, like chew on them until it's like I get like a bunch of splinters in my gums. I don't really know how you're supposed to do this, but it's like a weird tick that I have. I just thought I should share that with you guys. Locked it up earlier with plus $42. One SPX put contract. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah! Did I get stopped out? Fuck. Damn it. I should have taken that. What was I up? 330? Nice little 175 swing on the downside. All right, this is looking ugly. I'm going puts. Looking ugly. I'm going put side. 41.55s, going 41.45s, and I'm going to go with the momentum here. Actually, probably not. That's the name of my band in my mom garage. We are your financial advisors. I like that. We're pushing down tough right now. I wonder if we're going to break below this 41, 42 level. There's not a ton of volume on this, though. Makes me think that that's not going to happen. Damn, I should have taken that money, man. It's a big swing, boys. 340 to 160. 340 to 140. Would have much rather had the 200. Yeah, Jack, that's always a good idea. It's still lower highs from this trend, this trend, this trend. I got another splinter in here. 245. Yeah, I would like the downside, but I don't know if I can do it. Guys, I think I'm going calls. I think I'm going to stay with this, and I'm going to scalp like very, very cheap calls. Are you fucking kidding me? It's up to 200 now. I just think that I have to get these. I don't know what it is. I had to get them. I'm in at 225. I know I had them at 300 earlier. It's going to hurt a little bit. But I think I'm going to get a couple of these. We didn't break down. I don't really know why we didn't break down. I'm only in one right now. Just scaling, and I might end up giving back my profits for the day. But I feel like go big or go home, baby. I feel like maybe lose 300 on the day or make 1,000. I'm looking at the call flow. We don't have a ton of volume out here, but the way that the chart is set up here, I'm just loving this. Give me the 30-minute. Couple bounces here. Fading off. Lots of volume on the breakdowns, but bought right back up. Just trying to talk myself through this one. It's a lot. It's really lonely out here. I won't say you guys aren't talking to me, so it's like I had to like talk myself through this stuff. I feel like there's two. Let me take a look at the stocks that are just dying. I'm trying to look for like that reversal, but I don't really know what stock it would contribute to that. I feel like everything's on its like downside here. Also, shop, you little bastard. I had an alert at 63. I was hoping this would run, but I guess it just broke down. Amazon. Nothing's really contributing to the push-up. So I need to get rid of all these drawings so I can see on the daily chart here. Okay. I would hate to see this at low of the day. Have it out. The only one I need to see break is this 418.87. We're back up now a little bit. I'm only in one contract until I see some volume. It's crazy because those bear flags, that bear flag, it looks like it's going to break down, but I'm telling you, this volume shows me that it's almost always the bottom, and I kind of feel like I'm going to catch a big squeeze up to 416 here in a second. I'm up pretty nicely. I'm up $60 a contract. I probably should have not been soft and bought way more, but I think now that it's going here, third time's the charm. We're going to get the break now. Are we going to hold for the break or should we sell? We're a team now. I know. We're a team now, so you better tell me. Keep swallowing wood chips. I'm telling you, if we break this, though, and I get 41.55 and I go in the money, I'm going to start making a nice little chunk of change. Jack, you're my #1 supporter today, man. I'm going to give you a heart. There you go. I would sell, but I don't want to make you miss out on profit. I'm only in a 1, so I'm really just playing with nothing, but I'm up $25. What the fuck am I going to do with that? I'm going to add here and give myself a little bit of extra fun to play with. I tried, at least. I think we're going to break this, man. I would sell this, but we're going to break this. There's no doubt in my mind that we break that 415 level, or at least test the 415. We got the movement now. We don't really have the volume, but we do have the buy up, and now third time's the charm, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens here. We are kind of forming like a little bit of a wedge, but almost like a ascending triangle at the bottom. We had a nice little drop down there, but that buy up makes me think we're just gonna go. There we go, baby. We just broke it. Testing it right now. Rejected a little bit. Can we stop playing around? Can we just have the nice little 415 break? I guess not. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I guess we didn't break. We just rejected it. That's nuts. We did get above it, but we didn't. There was no continuation up there, so there's got to be a sell block up there. I didn't see it come through, so it must be a dark order. That's kind of annoying. I got a second one here. Now I'm at 240. If it keeps coming down, I'll probably end up getting out. But I'm near the money, so I can't be complaining. Really struggling this level. It's 316. Probably going to have to get out of this before it gets ugly. Give back all my profits. That's so shitty. Only got about $100 left, which is 50, 70. Dang. All right, stops at 160. We're going to be flat on the day. Looks like I might have to catch a run up later on if I can. Might just keep it flat on the live stream account. Was no action, it looked like, so tough. It's going to get me. It's crazy, this bullish and then just a complete reversal. These little dickheads. How do you see sell blocks? Time and sales. You can also look at level 2 data. And then the price action as well. Did it just stop me? Did I fucking miss it again? Damn. I gave back everything, guys. That's pretty sad. Flat on the day. Flat on the day. This is just garbage. This is a complete buy signal and it faked me out. So flat day, guys, $10. Flat day was up 300. Was looking for a nice trade, but it just got completely faked out. Would go with the put side momentum, but this price action is awful. Maybe. I might do something really stupid, but I just grabbed one of these at 260 on the put side. It's really starting to feel like it's bear flagging to go to low of the day. I mean, that's a pretty big sell-off. That's a pretty large rejection. And now with this 30-minute looking like that, we got about 40 minutes left in the day. We could flush. I mean, this is now forming that bear flag on the 15-minute chart. So if we get towards this 414, this really could flush. And there it goes. I might add to this. I think this is just going to go down. I'm already up $100 a contract on just one. I think I'm going to put this at a break-even stop here at 260. Oh, we're up. We are up. All right, we're back up to 130, just on one contract. I probably should have been a little bit more aggressive because this looks like it's going to die. Oh, yeah. Ugh, I just tried to sell that too. Fuck. I hate when I cannot get out. All right, I just took $100 a contract there. I think that this might spike down, so I'm gonna try to get some nice puts to the downside. I'm back up $90. I think that we could probably get a nice reversal to low of the day here. Let's see if I can get back in at 260. That would be sick. Yeah, I think we are. I think we're gonna get in right around that mark that I just got in. So I just made $100. I'm trying to get back in around 260. So I just got filled at 260 again. See if I can get more than one this time. I feel like we're gonna break down below this low of the day. This is gonna be probably my big trade of the day. Now that I'm starting to see some volume come in and some action, it might be reversing. Yeah, it got out. This is just pretty brutal. These are some pretty wild end of day moves. That's not even funny, man. That's crazy. I'm gonna set my stop loss at 150, so I would be down basically flat from the last trade. Be down like $20 on the day. Just trying to play it smart, but that's a big ass buy candle. This is probably gonna go green. If it gets above this 414.50. Weird ass moves, man. Weird. $5 on the day. That's so sad. Just back and forth, guys. Just back and forth. That's all I've been. I haven't had two consecutive. If I could get two consecutive trades, I would quit, but I can't get two consecutives. I'm about to get stopped with theta here in a second. I can't believe it, these massive ass moves. I was in the calls here, and then I had the puts, and then this thing just went completely nuclear again. I don't really understand what these end of day moves they're trying to do, but looks like the market is indecisive. It's crazy that this literally was the low of the day mark and it was inches away from it. Now it's just getting the biggest moves of the day in terms of premium spikes. That's nuts. So I'm about to get stopped out of this. 157. Yeah, it's out. All right. So we're down 20 bucks on the day, $25 on the day. So trash. I got time. I got 20 minutes to make a good trade. And I think I'm going to go in with 10 contracts on one of the sides here. I'm not sure which side yet. I'm about to see the momentum, but these contracts are moving really well. I just got to be on the right fucking side for once. I actually might end up going 10 contracts here, risking about $400. It's crazy how as soon as it stops me out, it goes the opposite fucking way. I think it literally stopped me out at the bottom. It's hard for me to buy puts at this level. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Guys, I had to ban Angela. She's fucking, I don't know. I got to stay away from be commenting on everything I got going on, complaining on deck. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but I got to leave that alone. I had to ban her. My down home stairs. All right. What the hell is this price action, guys? With Zoom fucking dump, another Zoom up. What the hell is going on? I'm just gonna go up now, like. I want to play puts, but any setups for tomorrow? What's bizarre? Oh, the moves. I want the market to dump 30 in one night. Everyone freaks out. We fall another 50. End up a multimillionaire retired to the beach. It's frustrating for sure. I mean, I can't be that mad. I'm literally flat, but it's crazy that I was just up. I mean, I guess $300 is nothing. It's gonna be like 2 moves. If I bought 10 contracts on one side, I would just be done. Just one trade instead of just this in and out stuff. So, I just try to keep the stream entertaining as possible with being active in trades because it's not fun for you guys to watch me buy 10 contracts or 20 contracts, 30 contracts, and take a 10% move and I'm out and I make a ton of money. That's not valuable for you guys. So trying to keep the afternoon trades a lot different than my morning trading because that's pretty hard to follow. I know you guys obviously watch Kush and I trade very similarly with a lot of contracts, smaller percentages. But I'm going to try to keep this stream very authentic with, not as many contracts, trying to look for a larger move, all that kind of shit. So makes it easier to follow. A little bit more education with that too. And to be flat with education, I'll do that. I'll do that for you guys because I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I don't see any opportunities end of day. I would have loved to have that $300 to walk away with because I like to continually scale this smaller account a lot slower, but why don't you short the opposite contract instead of buying calls like for this trade? Why didn't you just short puts instead so you can collect decay? Well, when you're selling naked options, that can get ugly, my friend. What happens when I sell this option right here at $48 and I end up losing $875? You know, the risk to reward ratio is everything. You got to look at your R multiple every time you trade. That is the name of the game. The old dude who sniffs little kids won't let that happen, in my opinion. They'll hold the price. What are you saying? What the fuck? TiVo, what the hell is that, man? What old man is sniffing kids, and where do you live? You pervert. Pervert. Oh, Biden? He sniffs kids? Sometimes I gotta bite my tongue. I forget that I'm live sometimes. Oh, update. I did see Theo Vaughn in New York. That's why I was in New York, and I accidentally stayed for 2 weeks. But he is one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen live. So if you ever get a chance to go see him, man, he is one of a kind. What's he doing? Is that a kid? Oh, he's sniffing him. He might not. What do you think he's saying to her? He just kissed her in the back of the neck. Dude, this dude is so weird. My thing is this: let's say Trump takes over, are we still overspending? The market is going to have to correct mention. I see the drop coming hard, but I just don't know when. Brendan, nobody knows when, man. Nobody knows when. What we do know is there's nothing going on in the market, but I am trying to buy some calls, man. I'm trying to buy some 41.55s. For some reason, I still think we're going up. Ah, God, this is so frustrating to watch. And the thing is like I just want to buy 10 and get the fuck out, but I don't think it's going to happen. What if I just did 2 of them right here real quick? You guys think I could get the break on 2 of them? Would pay like $400. I'm going. Ah, 220. I'm only in $440. I'll probably end up losing $200 on the trade. I'll set my stop loss at 140 if it doesn't break out. I know there's no volume. Do not follow this. This is dumb as hell. I just need some action. I need something to happen. And honestly, I'm just going to piss myself off because I know this is not going to break. But 4th time is the charm, baby. 4th time is the charm, right? Or wrong? Probably wrong. Oh, yeah. We're wrong. But you'll never know till you try. Life's like a box of chocolates. I heard that. Also, I watched Interstellar on the plane today on my way back. That movie's sad, man. That shit is so sad. But it's also like a pretty bad movie. Like they're just in space for like 2 hours and you're just like waiting for something to happen, and at the end everything happens. And you're like, "Oh, that was a good movie," but you just wasted 2 hours to be like, "Oh, it was him the whole time." Like I get what they were doing, but just like tell me sooner than that. Messed with my head a little bit, I won't lie. I don't like either party. You guys are talking about politics over here? I don't even know anything about politics, honestly. I think it's just another platform for hatred and a little fish in the sea just going at each other, you know? Everybody pays billions of dollars to be like, "Oh, I was a part of this party, and if you want us on the boat, we will consider an introduction." Dang. Can't do that. All right, guys. What's my max loss today? Maybe a 150. I want to see a squeeze. Give me a fucking squeeze. Give me a squeeze up to 500. We make $600. Give me a squeeze. Just break above 415 for me one time. Just give me the rip to 415.50. I can see it. I can see it right here. We're getting a lot of action over here, but there's a massive sell block at this 414, like 87. If I can see like a 93 on the bid, we're going. We're going. Above 415 too. If we don't get rejected, we're going. We're going. Fifth time's the fucking charm, I guess, man. I'm up 105 on the day. Can't even be that excited. That's all I got. Terrible. Come on, give me the 415 break. Don't play with me. We're almost at 41.55. We're near this downtrend too. I should probably get out. I sold one at 75. I'm only up $70. I would much rather have a profitable day. Don't reject. Come on. You just made it all the way up there. Don't. You know how frustrating this shit is? This price action is terrible. We got the bid, we got the 415, and then next thing you know, there's just not enough volume to keep it going. It's crazy. It's crazy. We just chop day in and day out. I'm sick of the chop. There's no real price action anymore. And I think it's because of the 0 DTE expirations. I really do think that that fucked up the entire market. I'm still in these, obviously, but I'm just in one for the run. Let's see if we can get like a, I want a real push here. Or are we just going to chop the rest of the day? Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible price action. Give me one run to the end of the day, please. It looked so good for a second, right to this 415, then we rejected it again. This level is ridiculous, man. We took these guys, we took the sellers out here. We can't take the sellers out much higher than 415, so I think they're just going to pin it right here. We got 20 minutes left in the market. I was really hoping for like a nice squeeze up to 41.60. I could get these in the money, and these would be worth about 500 a pop, but until I see this 415 break, which could happen here, I just need this little squeeze up. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're only 4 cents away. Give me that 415 rip, break, or trying real hard. This is very frustrating to watch. Come on. Time and sales, 60 here, 50, 97. I need like the real bid over here. Level 2 showing a pretty nice block right at that 98 range. We just got the 98. We got the tick. Hundreds. We're picking up the sell side here. Oh, we just broke through it. Keep going. Go 415.20. I'm out. Oh, damn it. There was a resting order up there. I thought we were just going to launch. I just took that. I just sold 290. I just saw that fucking sell order come in so fast. Dang. This guy just dumped it. He literally just dumped on him. I'm up $100. Terrible. But there's a big ass seller right here that transacted with all this. I think he might just reverse this. If it takes out, then it goes. But whatever. I was hoping for that push. If we got that 415.09 take right here, and someone swept the book up, this thing would have ran to 415.20, and these contracts would have been like 460 a piece. If it happens now, I'm just gonna go slightly, just like sailor dive off the balcony. But it's only 4 stories, so I feel like I would just break like my shoulder and hip and ribs. I wouldn't die, so it's not like it's like you should be concerned. It's more so just like, oh, you're an idiot type of thing. So no worries to be concerned about me. I'm just out here playing. Squeezing, come on, damn it. Yeah, Jack, no, that was annoying as hell, man. 0 DTEs had no weight on the market. I just think that I think it's taking away. Make sure you get it on film. No worries, I'll take the laptop with me. I'll just pull it out there. That dickhead up there, that 415.08 sell, the sell block guy, as soon as he did, I had to get out. I saw it come through right away. Had to get out. Dumped the entire market. I think he just dropped like 1,000 shares or 5,000 shares of SPY. Must be an institution. One of those guys that. Never mind. All right. Setups. Should we go over some setups for tomorrow? Now that Wednesday kicks off the week, do we want setups for the week? Is it raining? Oh, yeah, it's storming out there. All right, do we want setups, yes or no? Why does Thinkorswim level 2 seem trash? I don't use it, but it is trash. Damn, it's pouring out there. 3 fears that I have: airplanes, tornadoes, and snakes. So, just felt like I should share that with you. It is pouring outside. Setups. Only going to give you the real. Actually, 1 second. This little dickhead trade right here, I really feel like we could get some action out of this again. It's just pinned at this level. I'm going to set an alert at 414.99. So give me a second. So there's my alert. Setups. Tesla. Tesla, ding, 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 number 1. Daily chart tomorrow. Oh, that is brutal. That is a really ugly ass. This is a Death Star. I think I'm going to swing some puts, actually. I'm going for 180 puts in Tesla, most likely here. That is really fucking ugly. I don't see why that would do anything but sell off. Not going to swing weeklies. Next week's would probably be my only option. 180 or 300, and they would only pay 200 a pop. So I'm not going to swing that. That is not really good opportunity, in my opinion. Don't like that. Shopify with the big breakdown. Keep that on watch. Netflix levels, this should be breaking down too. Dang. Yeah, we're going to have to get some consolidation in some of these things. I feel like NVIDIA is a really great short, and I really want to get involved with this. But I am going to wait a little while because this is its support line at 302, 303. Yeah, 303. So what am I up on the day? Am I even up anything? $100. That is so ass. Okay, so sitting at the SPY levels here. Obviously, the break below this 414, I think we could be sent down into this choppy ass stupid range again around 412. So not really seeing much there. I am eyeing Snowflake 170 puts. I think I'm going to end up playing these tomorrow since it's going to be Wednesday. I really think that this is going to be a good opportunity for the downside on Snowflake. So Snowflake is actually one of my biggest watches right now. On top of NVIDIA, those are my 2 favorites, but I feel like Snow just has a lot more room down with this big-ass run-up, and we got rejected 2 times here. It looks like this 170 support level is a pretty decent play, in my opinion. And then this is a really good day trading stock, too. Oh, that is thunder, baby. That is thunder. 115, 117. Yeah, sorry. There's not a lot of setups out here. I'm just trying to show you, see some stuff. I just got to, before everybody goes today, I know it's 3:40. People are trying to log off. I need to go hide in my room because it's thunder and lightning outside. But there is the most ridiculous play that I missed out on in my entire life. And I think that I talked about it in here. Maybe not. Maybe it was on a different podcast or a channel that I was in. But ENPH. ENPH. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I am like notoriously known as a trader to really crush it on earnings plays. Just based off of the research that I've had ever since 2020. I've caught some very massive moves. Zoom being my biggest play. I think I put in 4K in it and ended up returning $73,000 overnight. So I'm notorious for the trader and finding a really mispriced options chains. And I found another one and I missed it. So I will find one for you guys. I promise. At some point here, there's going to be 1,000% banger. I haven't seen very many setups, but once I see some risk-priced option chains, I will be telling you guys at the end of the day. But don't see any yet. But ENPH was one of them about 3 weeks ago, and I fucking missed it. I literally saw it like the back of my hand. I did some research in the financials, and I attended a few energy conferences as well, and they were just losing so much traction, and the way that their stock was reacting because the energy sector was just on a boom. There was a bubble, and some stocks that were getting hit like crazy during COVID this one wasn't. It was flying under the radar for so long. And as soon as their earnings report came out and they were attending this conference that they were talking about their forward 5-year forecast, I knew it was over for them. Literally knew it was over, and I forgot. I forgot that this level was because I was taking puts, and I know you're probably just saying, oh, he's just saying that because it did happen, but I will pull up the screenshot of me talking about it. ENPH right here, it was around this 220 level, and it was way up here at 300, and I was talking about these puts a long time ago right here when it was on its way down. I was like, holy shit, this thing has room all the way down to 113 because it was $37 back way back in the day and it had this massive run up, and this is one of the only stocks that hasn't been destroyed from COVID. So I was looking at this level and I really, really wanted to play the $200 puts or these $180 puts for ENPH. And if we just take a little bit of a peek into the options chain real quick, this is going to blow your mind because I saw the mispriced options, I saw the low IV, and I knew that the valuation was a little bit absurd. So anything, even if we drop 20% or 30% in the stock, which happens a lot more than you'd think, the option calculation was ridiculous. Look at this. ENPH dropped $67 overnight. Now, if you look at these, I always swing the week, like the next week out for them if I'm playing our earnings or plays. So $60 from 160 to $100 here. Okay, bad example. 160 to 220. Notice how these are $5,600 a piece, and these 160s are $300. So if you did 150 puts, let's just hypothetically say, and they were way more expensive too, so it made way more than this example. You could have put 10 contracts, $1,000 into this earnings play. Could have lost it all, whatever. You know, maybe you had a good trading day, you were willing to gamble a little bit, you were willing to take the massive risk. $1,000 off of that earnings play would have returned you $47,000 to about anywhere from $39,000 to $55,000 overnight off of $1,000 risk off of that drop. Would have been a massive trade. If I would have put I usually like to swing around that $2,500 to $4,000 range if I'm going to play some earnings plays, which is why Zoom, I saw a massive return. And Facebook, I saw actually Zoom is my biggest at 73, and Facebook I had a $68,000 return off of like a minimal risk, right? Obviously, you could lose a lot of that because it's earnings, they're risky. You have to go in there knowing that you're going to lose a lot, potentially, or all. But even one of these, $100 would have turned to $5,000. $100 would have turned to $4,000. And it's opportunities like that, they don't come around often, but there are a couple a year. There was a lot more in 2020, 2021. There was a couple in 2022 that I saw. I haven't seen very many other than this one yet this year. I am eyeing a couple others. I don't think Snowflake is one of them, but there is a couple that I am eyeing on the more the banking sector side, and Lowe's and Home Depot, like this whole industry. Walmart as well, BA. I think that there's a couple within those energy sectors, some of the staples. I think some of those are mispriced, but I got to keep analyzing them. But just wanted to throw out there, ENPH, $1,000 into $40K overnight. So sometimes it really is worth the risk in earnings plays. You could get really frustrated with them. You could get IV crushed, but you really have to pay attention to the options chain, and you'll end up seeing a lot more. Are you playing options on NVIDIA earnings? I've been looking at them. I just don't think – I'll give you like a little bit of an introduction on how I find these miscues. But it's really mostly their strategy is risk to reward, right? So risk to reward ratio isn't really there in NVIDIA. Oh, it kind of is. Yeah, holy shit. There is. This is another massive discrepancy between what could happen versus the option premiums. And it is too, yeah, holy shit. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more research into this, and I will do it tonight for tomorrow, and I'll let you know if I swing it, because I think the earnings are tomorrow. Confirm, please. Yes, no. Holy Jesus. I got to stay off Instagram. Just had a very good friend of mine want to do Taco Tuesday. That's important. More important than Peep Eli Lilly, I I'll talk about this in a second, but very good trader that I know, very good friend of mine. Talking about Eli Lilly right now. I think it's Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly. Oh, great fucking call out, man. So he's telling me he's in 410-ish puts for about 3 weeks out. 420-ish puts for 3 weeks out. Which is a really good opportunity. Potentially. Massive reversal today. Could see probably a greenish candle tomorrow, like a smaller one around that 425, 430-ish range, and then the dump. But wow, what a run up. Eli Lilly. I actually watched somebody that used to work with on the floor make about $300,000 in this in just stocks in like 4 minutes on a quad witch day. Saw the imbalance in the book, layered it like crazy, made $350K in like 4 minutes, walked away. All right, let's look at these puts. If I wanted to do these, it'd probably be June 9th. My birthday's June 18th, so if you guys want to send me anything crazy, give it to me. 420s are 680. These are pretty expensive, man. I feel like these could be a good opportunity, but they're expensive. Unless you put some capital behind it, might be a tough trade. 420s or 455. I kind of like the next week ones. I kind of like the June prices a lot. Even 415s could be good. It is down $10 today. It's only 2%. 415s could be a pretty decent one. It's pretty far out of the money, so I'd be careful. You know what? I'm going to make you happy, man, and I'm going to go. Hold on. It's a pretty massive base right around this level. 425-ish, 423-ish. I guess it did just break it, huh? Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good. I don't know if I can take it personally. I'm sorry, man. I just don't see the. Looks like you probably caught it a lot earlier. We'll see. I think he's on the stream, so. Simon, you're the man, but I don't think I could take it. I just don't think that the risk to reward ratio is there. I'm watching back to NVIDIA real quick. I really like these. I really, really like these now. You called this out about the option premiums. I thought that they were mispriced or like accounted for, but it doesn't look like they are. I'm looking at these 275s are only $190, and by tomorrow they'll probably be like 130, and in the monies will be about 1,000. This could be an easy 1,000% return, and if they blow up, this thing could drop down to like 250, 260. Say it loses like 18%. Oh man, these things would go nuts. I'm gonna have to do some research in NVIDIA, but damn. Finding out your birthday. Dude, that girl's fucking scary as shit, man. I don't know what's going on. What is an imbalance? Mellow, an imbalance is like basically as a designated market maker on the New York Stock Exchange, you see all the call flow or all the share prices on the bid side, all the share prices on the sell side. So there's something called a pair-off price, right? So the price of the stock is just supply and demand. So here's the call side, here's the put side, or here's the bid, here's the ask. So it's a bunch of buyers buying stocks on this side, a bunch of sellers buying stocks on this side, and there's a spread, right? So the imbalance is when there's a bunch of sellers on one side and not as many buyers on the other side. So that's when you start to see these massive spikes in price change because there's so many sellers on one side that it's just going to knock it all the way down. And you can see that on something called the book in the New York Stock Exchange and the way it's layered. So an imbalance is when you're seeing a lot more orders resting on the sell side or a lot more orders sitting on the buy side than the sell side. So as soon as it gets to a certain level, it sweeps the book up or down, which is why you see massive, large spikes in price or massive drawdowns in on the downside as well. So that's kind of like the nutshell of what that is. So if you're just a retail trader, you can't see the book. You cannot see the book. You can kind of see the book. It's like your time in sales and your level 2 data. It's basically the same thing. Just a lot more data. You can see like every single order and every single penny, which is actually kind of like makes you anxious to look at, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Kind of is ass, to be honest. Do you know how I can learn about? Hard to say, but very true. I took a $6,000 loss today. I'm very grateful for this loss. I know it's only making me better. I don't get better from wins. I become better from my losses. Deck, I have had a pretty decent size. I don't think I've had a $6,000 plus loss yet this year, but I've had a. I did have I think I had like a $4,000 loss day maybe. I try to keep my losses very, very small. I think my max loss was like a $3,800 loss this year. I've been really, really good at setting my stop loss a lot smaller. And I've been taking a lot smaller wins too. I haven't been letting things ride as much as I should. But, those consistent $2, $3, $4, $5,000 days will add up very, very fast. And then if you keep your stop losses small, about $400, $500 to maybe $1,000, that's where you start to see the gradual increases in your account. And that's why I love the morning trading, especially with Kush, because Kush is an unbelievable trader, and him and I have very similar styles. So in and out, large sums of money, quick 1,000, quick 2,000, quick 10,000, whatever it may be, depending on the level of the volatility. Do you use option flow? I just checked the video for this week, and the calls are stronger than puts this week's expiry. Beautiful. Makes me feel like more calls than puts. So if they miss, and AI is not exactly what it's supposed to be, those miscalculations are going to be even better. So I go the opposite route. I don't go with the crowd, and that is why I've been successful in trading for so long. Do you pay taxes on profits that you lose? You do not. Yearly, it's just P&L. So like if you're up 100K, 30% tax rate, 30K. So if you're up 110K, you lose 10K. You're at 100 by the year, $30,000 in losses. Not you pay you pay taxes on the 100K, not the 110K. You can also do it two ways. You could do it based off. You could put the income on top of your income and see what the tax bracket is. There's a little bit of it's a gray area. I'm not an accountant. I would probably consult with a professional with that, but no, you don't pay taxes on profits you lose. You can carry over profits. So let's say you lost 50K in a year, you can carry over that, and then the next year if you're up 55K, you're only taxed on 5,000. So even if you are losing a lot of money while you're learning, you're still going to get that tax benefit in the future because you can carry it over for as long as you live. So just make sure you file the losses on your taxes and you should be good. NQ is dumping. So is the SPY a little bit. I probably should have been paying attention to these. It's 355 now. Oh, yeah. Nah. Terrible moves. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off. It's 355. I'll be paying attention. I'll do some research on the video, see if we can catch an absolute steamer of a banger. If you're interested in what my friend's got going on, even though you don't know him at all or trust him, could be a killer. You never know. He's taking Eli Lilly puts 420s or 320s, whatever it is, for a couple weeks out. A little expensive. I kind of like the next weeks as well, but I think that it might be drawn down quite a bit. You might see a small green candle before the next rundown. If you like it, take it, do your own research, do your own analysis. The video, I will be doing some research for that as well. I only made $100 in the live stream small account today. Was up like 300 something at one point. Tried to push it to like 800 on the day. Didn't catch it. That's all right. But other than that, this is what I'm looking for. And there is absolutely nothing I'm looking for because these setups are terrible. We ran up for so long. I'm expecting some blood to come in the market. Watch out for some debt ceiling news. NVIDIA, I feel like, is going to pop here pretty soon. And that's all. That's all I got. So NVIDIA, high watch. And there was one more. Snowflake. Snowflake is good too. This is my high watch for day trades tomorrow. I'll have my alerts set. So I'm going to write that down right now so I don't forget. Catch me on Kush's channel tomorrow morning. Probably won't be live on there, but I'll be active in like what my watch list is. Maybe I'll hop on the stream. Should I just hop on in the morning too? Question for all. Snowflake, Tesla, just because, and NVIDIA earnings. All right, guys. Look at my watch list. I got Snow, Tesla and NVIDIA earnings. This is the watch list for tomorrow. And I will see you guys. Can you even see that? There we go. We got, yeah. Tomorrow, just so I have a reminder. I don't know why this is not focusing in. You guys see that? Snow, Tesla, NVIDIA earnings. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys to death. Hopefully you made some money. Snowflake also has earnings, and I think I showed you guys already. But this is the, can you see this? Yeah, you can see this. I'm looking at their web traffic views off of a internal thing that I have, and this thing is down crazy. So I'm watching some snow puts. I'm waiting for some weakness. I know people have taken deep dives into this already. So if I see some sell side coming in hot, I will take some 170 puts for it tomorrow as a day trade. I won't swing this into earnings because they are priced very high. But market is about to ding in about 1 minute here. Nothing really moving. I only made $100 on this live stream account today. Tomorrow we will do better. And in the morning, catch me on Kush's channel. Be here all day. All day? AR Trades, you want me to be here all day? All day. Do you see this watch list? This is not an all-day watch list. Why is this not focusing in? NVIDIA earnings. You see this? Snow, Tesla, NVIDIA earnings. I can't be here all day, dude. I cannot be here all day. All right, you guys. Snow, Tesla, NVIDIA. Those are just my watch lists. And then you guys clearly didn't see the picture I drew for you, but that's okay. I was just waiting for it to happen. No one picked up on it. But all right, love you guys. Whose penis is on your watch list? All right, there we go, baby. It's Tuesday night, man. It's Taco Tuesday, so I'm gonna have myself a night. So that's that made its way to the bottom of the watch list. All right, we'll see you guys later.